I went thrifting this week and I've got a lot of stuff to show you. Welcome back. As you can see, I got a ton of stuff this week at the thrift stores and I'm gonna bring them to you. I do it full time, so I'm gonna bring you the knowledge of 8 years of experience reselling clothing online. Welcome into part 2 of the thrift haul. We're gonna be doing all things tops. So anything short sleeve, long sleeve, tops, men's, women's, all the above. So I curated this specifically to go over different categories. That way we're not scatterbrained like me when I go live thrifting with you guys. I know sometimes it's hard to keep up with me even in these videos. But again, I'm a teacher. I'm all about interacting. I love doing lives, but I also like teaching brands and that brand knowledge. 8 years of experience. I feel like I have stuff to share with everybody and help you make extra money, but I also love learning new brands. Probably my favorite thing is to find a brand I've never seen before, look it up and see that it's worth picking up. Because then I'll just add it to the list of things. And there's always stuff I throw off the list too. So one of those might be like Travis Matthew here in a year. I've just watched it decline. Before long, I think Travis Matthew's gonna be out the door. So again, thanks for coming back. We're gonna go over some Polo Ralph Lauren, my favorite brand to resell. Again, there's so many different types. There's regular, there's vintage, there's different lines, double RL, purple label, Polo Ralph Lauren, Lauren Ralph Lauren, chaps, all the above. But I'm gonna tell you why I got each one of these. I might tell you this, like this shirt right here, I'm gonna say Surf's Up method. Again, that's something I can take pictures of and list in under 2 minutes. I have a video on that. But basically, that's something I implemented in the last year or so. I normally wouldn't have picked this type of thing up, but since my hands are already on it, I might as well pick it up, take pictures of it, and list it in less than 2 minutes. I'm already at the thrift store, my hands are already on it, might as well pick it up, right? So let's start it off with this just regular Polo Ralph Lauren, but it's a Pima Soft Touch. So anytime I find a Pima Soft Touch and the collar is not real ragged, I pick these up. They're usually $5 for me. I don't make a ton. I sell them for around $17 plus buyer pay shipping. So it's a solid $10 profit. And to me, that's a dinner. That's a pizza carry out for the family. So that's how I look at things these days. I mean, I was a teacher. I'm not swimming in the money, but you know, that's a $10 bill on one shirt. Same thing with this one. So this is just a red, good solid color, really good for probably like Christmas time coming up. And again, XL, Blake, good line. These I'll sell for around $17.99 plus buyer pay shipping. So that's why I picked those up. This is a short sleeve, obviously, but it has a really good pattern. So anytime you can find, I kind of call it a rugby pattern. So a striped rugby pattern. This isn't rugby. A lot of times rugby, they have a really like heavy duty button right here and some shoulder pad type material feeling. This is just a rugby custom fit shirt. Again, this might sell for $1 or $2 more than that Pima Soft Touch. Again, 12 bucks in my pocket, but I can list it in 2 minutes. So why not pick it up? Same thing here, just short sleeve, but this is gingham check. So anytime I get gingham check, it's much better than like a plaid or regular. So anytime I can get a gingham check polo, I pick it up because it do better for me. Again, I'm not gonna bore you with another one, but it's another one. But you see how that 2 minutes, $10, 2 minutes, $10, and I sell them all the time. And I'm fully transparent. You guys know that. Look at my eBay stores. Tag them the description below. Everything I use is in the description below. You know all about me. So this one's different. So we'll start getting into the more unique. This one's actually a pullover. So it only buttons down halfway. And also I knew right away the feel of it was linen. So this is a linen Polo Ralph Lauren half button like palm tree shirt. So anything Ralph Lauren linen, I pick up, especially if it's $5. So anytime I talk about anything, always remember the money's made when you source the item. If this was $20, I'm not gonna make money on it. But if it's $3, $1 at a garage sale, you're gonna make money on it. That's when you make your money. So when I'm showing you it does not mean pick it up every time, obviously, right? Another Surf's Up method. What type of design is this? What type of pattern? Gingham check. Gingham check always brings more money. So here is a long sleeve. I'll call this a rugby. So long sleeve polo, again, it has a nice pattern to it. Just a nice stripe pattern. Again, these will sell for around $20. Actually, these longer sleeves sell for around $20, especially once fall hits. I'll do these thrift method as well. The only difference, I'll put long sleeve instead of short sleeve. Real quick sale on that. This is actually a performance. So it's got a polyester spandex blend to it. I'm sure I can look here at the tag and show you guys. But yeah, polyester spandex elastane blend. So anytime you have that and Polo Ralph Lauren with the horse, they always do well. So these always do well. I'm talking like in the mid-20s for these, so even better than those Puma Soft Touches. I always pick these up, and you can see it's that red, white, and blue, so that's also a good colorway. Right here is you would think it's just a regular polo shirt, which it is, but let me show you. I picked it up. Oh my gosh, it's backwards, it's through and through. But I picked it up and I noticed, I'm not even gonna waste the time. I picked it up, I'm gonna show you. It's a linen cotton blend. So I'm not sure if you can see that. It's a linen and cotton. So that made me pick it up, linen and cotton blend. The next one I picked up, again, these are all different. So I'm just kind of showing you why I picked these up. Linen and cotton, the stripes, the design. This one is Indian Madras. So that's a special type of cotton. Again, this feels like a really lightweight washed shirt, a short sleeve. I'll put that in the description. These sell for a few bucks more. So again, you can see the differences. People always ask me, why didn't I pick up that polo? Why didn't I pick up this polo? These are some of the reasons. And I'm gonna point these out even some more. So this is a floral. If it's Polo Ralph Lauren and it shouts like loud like this, and it's linen, it's good. It's good. It's two things good for it. It's Polo Ralph Lauren, so it's a good brand. It's screaming loud, and it's a good material. It's a great material for the summer, so I need to get that listed quick. So more Polo Ralph Lauren. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring the knowledge tonight. This one has a crest. This one has a crest on it. That usually does a little bit better than just the pony. So this was $5.99 at the Salvos, and I think I could probably sell it for around $21. Another one, this is just a regular Polo Ralph Lauren, but this is small. A lot of people don't like selling small. I love small. Small sells just fine for me. I never have issues selling small. Look at my store if you don't believe me. And then this is another one. Again, I don't need to show you, but you see me throwing $10 bills over there? Super easy. I'm gonna throw another one. Look, there's a $10 bill and there's another $10 bill. But let's talk some more Polo Ralph Lauren. We have one more here to talk about. So anytime, again, you find something Polo Ralph Lauren unique, check that out right there. So that logo right there, that like little hunter and that quail or whatever that is, that will do better. That's a nice hit on it. Anytime you have the nice embroidery on a Polo Ralph Lauren, especially if it's a more vintage tag, so this is not a newer tag. A newer tag will look something like this. This is the newer Ralph Lauren tag right there. This is an older. Always tell people, if you're curious to know like Nike tags, Ralph Lauren tags, what's vintage, what's not, just do a simple Google search, Ralph Lauren tag, and click on images, and you'll see all of them, and they usually show the years they were made. Super easy to do. So that was Ralph Lauren. Let me show you some brands right now that you probably already know, but why I picked them up. Starting with this North Face. So I'm really actually not a huge fan of short sleeve North Faces. They don't sell really great for me. I know they sell for a lot of you guys, and again with everything, just because I get it doesn't mean it's a great pickup. And there's some things out there that sell really good for you, maybe not for me. But I got this because they're snap button. So they have that snap button right there. Again, the snaps do better than the regular button, and just a nice North Face shirt. That will probably sell for around $18, $20 plus buyer pay shipping. This is a rando shirt, right? One of those random. But Wimbledon is big. It's like probably the biggest well-known tennis tournament. In the UK, it's held every year, and it's part of the Grand Slam. But for $2, I'm like, you know what? Again, lottery ticket, $2, I'll at least 5x my money. So Wimbledon, again, that's what you want to look for. I've never really found this before, so I don't even know if you'll find one in the wild. And I didn't even look up comps, but I'm just showing you. This is something that I have been picking up lately, and I've been selling almost every time I pick it up. Y2K Abercrombie & Fitch, but it has to be like, I'm wearing Abercrombie & Fitch. So you're talking like saying it, or like this specific like camp shirt that's Abercrombie with the little Abercrombie hit there. These sell for like $25, $30. This is a vintage tag. How do I know it's vintage? Because I used to wear it. How do you know if it's vintage? Just go to Abercrombie & Fitch tags on Google and then type up images. But I wore that stuff in like middle school and high school, and that's what people wore, that Hollister. But my favorite stuff from Abercrombie to sell are the cargo shorts or pants. If you find them in camo, pick them up. I don't care. Unless they're $100, pick them up. If they're $20, I would pick them up still. That's actually women's right there. But this is Rock Revival. Rock Revival has come down a little bit. It's still good. If I can pick it up at the right price, I will. Rock Revival, it's a good size, 2XL, and it has this nice stitching on the back. So nice stitching, $5, might as well get it. This, I didn't look up comps, but I know it will do well. Probably like 32 plus buyer pay shipping. I paid up for this right here, but I looked up the comp. I'll show you how. So it's just a Nike hoodie, obviously, with these hits all over it, white. It was actually $12.99, which is okay. You know, it's new with tags, so I'm not mad about it. But with Nike, you just look up these this little code right here. So it's like usually, was it 5 digits? No, 6 digits followed by 3. So 6 digits dash 3, and it will show the exact model of shoe, shirt, pants, shorts, whatever. So pull this up. These sell new for around like $40. So $12, $13 and a 40, fine with me. This is another source up method that I do. Just these vineyard vines. When I first started in 2016, 15, 17, these things were like gold. If you could get vineyard vines, you're talking like $30 no matter what it was. Now it's source up method. I pick these up, sell them for around $18 plus buyer pay shipping. Ship them quick. Again, Polo Ralph Lauren. I did not show you this last one, but why did I pick this one up? The bigger the better. So this one's a 3XL. 3XL do great. So 3XL, big shirts. Instead, if this was a large, this would probably bring maybe $20. Since it's a 3XL, it's going to bring an extra $6 or $7. Last on this load right here, again, I curated this for you. Last on this load is this flax. So this flax right here, this is a women's brand. This is just like a top. Seems pretty big. It's a large, just like an oversized top. Flax is a good brand to pick up. And again, it's a linen women's brand. I paid $5 for it. I'm sure I can get around $30 for that. Here we're going to go over some other shirts. Now I saved the rarer shirts for the end, so I could show you one at a time brands to be on the lookout for, BOLO shirts to be looking for. A lot of you might know it, a lot of you not. But listen, you might be learning something new that you didn't know, like all those Polo Ralph Lauren's. Hopefully you learn linen's better, louder's better, anything with the hit on it's really good. So let's talk about these shirts. I don't normally pick up Brooks Brothers, ever. But if it's just a solid white shirt that's like a dress-up shirt, and it has no stains, you want to look for pit stains, you want to look for neck stains, no stains, these sell in the 20s for me super quick. I can list them super quick too. So, and they tell you the size. So right there, the size, you don't have to do a whole bunch of measurements with it. Even though I do, and I do all my measurements in my pictures. You know that by now. You can look at my listings on my site, on my eBay store. But this right here is actually kind of a banger. I didn't even look up the comps for it, but anytime you can find a good brand that has this ruffle, which is to a tuxedo, so this would be a tuxedo shirt, Gitman Brothers, I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it's a good brand to be on the lookout for. They're higher end, like a Nordstrom Saks brand, and this is a tuxedo. So not only is it a tuxedo, if it was Brooks Brothers, this would sell for close to $50, but since it's a Gitman Brothers, I wouldn't be surprised if it sells for more. So anytime you find a nice brand in tuxedo shirt, you pick it up. I passed over lots of lower brands, but if it's a nicer brand, I always pick it up. I did not find any figs this week. My favorite brand to find of scrubs, but this is the Genu, or Geno, however you pronounce it. Just look for that right there. That's what it is. There were actually 2 of them. I've never seen this gold zipper on any type of figs or Genu or any of them. So there were 2, the exact same size, both the same color, both tops. So what I'm gonna do with these are lot them up. So I'm gonna lot these up. You have one here with the pockets that have the zippers and the back has a zipper. And then this one just has a zipper going down the front. So they're both a little bit different, but they're both the same size, same color. So I'll lot these up together and sell them for probably around $35 for the 2. Of course, I'm gonna pick up North Face. This was actually $10, so I did pay up a little bit for this one, But this is a vest, and it's one of those like wind wall. I think I might even say, yeah, it does say on it. So you want to look for that. The wind wall right there, that helps the value. It tells people look up that keyword specifically, and it's got a newer-ish tag on it. That's a newer-ish tag. But yeah, these do well. These usually bring around $30. So 10 into 30, I'm fine doing that. Again, buyer pays shipping. I don't really need to go into detail with these because everyone knows Harley does pretty well. Harley has actually come downhill, but if you can find anything that just screams Harley and it's the right price, like these are all $5, I'm picking it up. So check that out. Huge hit on it, picking that up. This one right here is embroidered all over the place. It's got a Henley collar. Henley, again, you know, just the buttons down the neck. And then look at that, embroidery on the back. Super good. $5 again. Anytime you find something that just screams Harley Davidson, it always brings good money. The t-shirts don't bring as much for me as they used to, but like these long sleeves will do well, especially with the stitching. Again, with that big skull. Skulls are always really good for Harley. You definitely want to put that in the description. I did find like 4 of these shirts. So this shirt right here is called Built. So you'll see them in different patterns, short sleeves, long sleeves. This is a Henley. You'll see V-necks, crew necks, everything. But this is a brand that people are picking up right now and wearing them to work out in, or it's athleisure. It's like a nice Lululemon type of feel brand. But I have a feeling it's coming down because I've seen ads and they're starting to be like 3 for this, or buy one, get one free, or buy 2, get one free, or whatever. So once you start seeing deals like that, you know the brand's going to probably start going downhill. When's the last time you saw Lululemon run a brand sale like that? You haven't. Viore, you haven't. So that's what I keep on the lookout for. I've been doing it long enough that I realize it. So I bought 4 of those shirts. I will not lock these up. I'll sell them separately. Let's talk LL Bean. People always want to know about LL Bean. Let's talk a difference. So this is a vintage tag. Everything here is a flannel. So here's a vintage flannel right there. You're going to be looking for a tag like that. Again, go into Google, look up tags, look at images. So there's your vintage tag right there for LL Bean. You're talking like 90s, and if it says made in the USA. And then this is a little bit newer of a tag with the trees right there. So that's not going to be made in the USA, a little bit newer, and the size is really good. So anytime you can find like a double XL tall, that will help bring money. Those are $5 a piece. Here again is another, example of a vintage tag, and they do well. So jackets even, if you can find the jackets with the vintage tag, it doesn't matter, they do really well. Vintage made in the USA. Here's another tag to look for. So you see this tag, this is a thicker flannel, and they usually always have 2 pockets in the front. So we'll have a front chest pocket on this side and a front chest pocket on this side. So that's what you'll be looking for when you find this jacket. So these flannels are thicker. Those flannels down there that I just showed you usually go for around $20 plus shipping for me. That's about what I price them at. Again, I'm not in the market to hold these things, so I like them to sell within 90 days. And then this one right here will sell for around $30 actually. So that's a pretty big difference between the 2 of those. Right here is a LL Bean found with the same group. Again, more of a vintage tag, and this is a denim. So a denim shirt, anytime I find Polo Ralph Lauren denim, Brooks Brothers denim, LL Bean denim just sells. So denim always sells really well. So denim shirt, pick those up. Last LL Bean I want to show you is this one right here. So again, this is a flannel, but it's fleece lined. So the fleece line bring over $30. These are thick. These are like shackets or whatever they call them now. So we looked at flannels that have the vintage tag, flannels that are not so vintage, and then the thicker flannels, and then the thickest flannels. So like the shackets like this. And again, check out the size. So this is a large regular. It brings decent money. 2XL large brings better money. But again, for $5, I can flip this into 30, no problem. Last shirt here is another LL Bean. This is called a River Driver shirt. I don't know if you've seen these. This might be new to you, hopefully. But the River Driver shirt has the Henley collar like this. And then you're going to see how it's perforated. Do you see how it's perforated right there with the little holes? On the other side, it's not. On this side, it is. So there's a wool blend to this. It's like 2 layers, and it's heavier. It's a wool blend. All these sell super well in the fall. So people ask me all the time, what do you sell in the fall? What should I be looking for? Flannels like that for men sell really well. LL Bean, really good brand. A brand below LL Bean is Eddie Bauer. Does not sell near as well as LL Bean for me. So that's what I look to sell for in the fall, just an example. Let's get to the next group. All right, here we go. So with this group right here, these are all brands that hopefully some of them are new to you. If not, enjoy, sit back and relax. But this just looks like a regular shirt to everyone at the thrift store, even the producers in the back, right? Regular shirt, I know better because I wear them. So this is like an athleisure. This is like a relaxing shirt, and there's no logo on it anywhere unless you look real close. You gotta get that magnifying glass out and look down, and you'll find the logo somewhere on the back. So there it is, blending in with the fabric is that Lululemon logo. So this is a men's Lululemon long sleeve. This should bring around $30, but always look, just because obviously it doesn't have the hang tag, a lot of people will look down here for just a logo that stands out, but this one blends right in. So hard to tell. Really good brand to be on the lookout for is this brand right here. I'm gonna let you pronounce it. Again, I always say, it doesn't matter how to say it. All you need to know is what to look for and how to spell it, because you're gonna look for it and you're gonna spell it in your eBay and you're gonna list it. Or your Poshmark, wherever you sell. So if I already, whatever the brand's called, anything with this brand I can buy for under $5, men's or women's, because they make them both, I pick them up. Here's another brand that I pick up, not every single one, but most of the time I pick them up. This is a linen version. So linen version of Johnny O. Has a nice hit right here on the front. If there's a tour performance like the spandexy type, I always pick them up. Pants, I always pick them up. The cotton shirts, I'm really selective about now. Johnny O used to be good maybe 3 or 4 years ago with everything. It's still good, but the cotton shirts have come down. Just like Vineyard Vine polos, I don't even pick those up anymore. So I'm selective with those. So just because I show you Johnny O does not mean go pick it up. Don't say, sir said go pick that up. No, don't say that. Marine Layer is a good, it's just like that other brand that I just showed you, Faherty, or however you pronounce it. Marine Layer is a good brand to be on the lookout for. Again, bought this one for $6, so I paid up for a little bit. Nice button up, long sleeve green, will do well in the fall, but definitely like a soft brand, just like the other one, like a California-ish style. So here's a brand that is very confusing right now because Costco has started to sell this brand. The brand is Orvis. And since Costco is selling it, it fools a lot of people because Orvis can be very expensive. So can Costco. Orvis can be very expensive, but it can also be cheap now if you buy it at Costco. What I look for in just shirts are the trout bum. Otherwise, I'm really not sure anymore. I do go to Costco and check it out, but I'm not sure anymore with just button-up shirts. So trout bum, I know for sure, is a line they sell at the Orvis store. It's more expensive. They usually have the vents on the back like that. So I pick those up. Also, in their Orvis jackets and anything Orvis that's like leather or whatever, for sure pick that up. When it comes to button-ups, be careful. Even the flannel Orvises, like they have a Sherpa line, be on the lookout for. We're talking 2023 right now. I've seen them at Costco. Mezzin of Maine right here. Good brand to be on the lookout for. Again, just like that Built brand, I remember when these shirts used to bring $50 every time you listen, and they would sell like overnight. Now you start seeing them like 2 for $100 or buy 2 get 1 free. Anytime you start seeing those sales on brands that used to do well, you just know that they're gonna start going downhill. So before long, this brand's probably not gonna be that great. My guess, maybe in a couple of years. But for right now, these still bring around $30, which I'm not gonna complain about that, and it was $5 to pick up. They're definitely like a stretchy material, super nice to wear. Here are 2 shirts right here. They look the same to you, but one's worth probably 4 times as more than the other. So we have a FootJoy here in pink. Actually, it's a better color in my opinion than this, but blue is my favorite color. So FootJoy, the difference in these, this one has a golf course logo. That could hurt the value. This one doesn't have any logo, right? Let me show you what's gonna make this shirt set off. So this one right here has a Titleist patch on the sleeve. If you find a Titleist patch on a FootJoy, you're not gonna find it on a Nike, You're gonna find it on specifically a foot joint. I've sold probably 10 of these in my time, so I don't find them very often. But if you find the Titleist patch on the sleeve, this is usually a $50 or $60, even more sometimes, shirt. If you can get one with a cool print with the Titleist on the sleeve and no golf course logo, it can go for a lot. So $18, $50, pretty crazy, right? Just over that. Here's a brand that you probably already know by now, NatNast. I only pick these up if they're 100% silk. And a lot of times there'll be a unique pattern that'll be a special edition. And you'll know that because down here at the bottom hem, they'll have a little bit of they'll have an embroidery and say limited edition. It'll have the exact model. This one's not. I've sold this pattern many a times. These bring over $30. The bigger size, the better by far. Always look on the tum-tum for these though, because they always have little stains on them sometimes. Always have sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they have stains on them. Right here's your Untuck It wool. This is called a cowl neck, I believe, a cowl neck. But Untuck It wool, I really don't find these very often. So Untuck It wool sweater. Again, I hold on to these until the fall and winter to list. Right now, because I have a ton of stuff that are spring and summer, I still need a list. List this if that's all you have. But right now, I'll just hold on to this until winter. My guess is will probably bring around $30, $35 for sure. I'm thinking $35. So Peter Millar, again, Summer Comfort. This is a brand that I've seen firsthand go from really, really well to starting to fade off. Why is that? Because there are new golf brands that are coming out that are more desirable. It's a trend. When people on the golf course, they want the newest thing. Go to the pro tour shops. You know, the newest thing right now are the Roebuck with the all-over print, the Peter Millar with the all-over print, the G4. The newer brands are doing really well. Now, with that being said, if you find Peter Millar Summer Comfort, they still sell well. This used to be a $38, $40 shirt all day long when I first started. Now, even with this actually helps it. The BMW Championship, that's a PGA Tour event. But now this is like a $28 shirt. If they don't have any logo on it, and it's just blue like this, for me, I price them at $22 or $23 plus shipping. So not the best. Here's a denim shirt. Brand spanking new brand for me. So I've never heard of this brand. There weren't many comps online, but again, a $5 gamble. The only comp I saw sold for $44. So denim again does really well. Why not pick it up? Again, new brand to me. It might be a brand I start seeing often. It might sell really quickly for me. I always tell people to buy Nike with the Nike with USA Soccer. So USA Soccer does well. Again, not everything, but polos and jerseys. If you can find anything from the 90s, USA Soccer, that's huge money. You scored. So anytime, scored, right, in soccer. So anytime you get a USA Soccer, check it out, check out comps. Again, Nike is pretty easy to look it up. Red USA Soccer polo shirt, vintage. This is probably like a Y2K actually. No need for you ladies out there to tell you what this is. You know what this tag is from all the way back here. So Lily Pulitzer, new with tags. This was $5.99. Just a nice little cover up for someone. It is probably some sort of linen blend. It definitely feels like linen, but not gonna pass it up for $5, especially new with tags. Got a few more here. Lululemon. I got this out specifically to show you. There are a few shirts that I'm not even gonna show you because it would be too repetitive. But Lululemon, I do not pick it up like I used to. Anything Lululemon I used to pick up. Now I'm selective. I probably pick up 1 out of every 20 tank tops Lululemon. The other day I left 3 actually, Lululemon full zip hoodies behind because they were pilly. They just don't do as well. This one will do fine. It's got that good design. It's not pilly at all. But be careful with Lululemon. If they price it up at your thrift store, just be careful with it. This one was $5.99, so still gonna make money off that, but not all Lululemon does great. It used to, but not so much anymore. Men's usually does no matter what, but with women's it's different. Here's something that normally people won't pick up, but this Nike running quarter zip, I always like picking these up towards fall. They do well in the fall. These are quarter zip running, nothing glamorous about them, but they sell about like they do for me with Nike polos. They sell for about $18 plus buyer pay shipping, and I get quite a few of them, so I can list them really quickly, like Surf's Up, probably within like 2 minutes. And then last but not least, anything that screams at me, I'm gonna look at. So this is an Adidas. Adidas used to be super hot like before the pandemic, but now it's not so much. There's an exception to everything, right? So this was actually a very loud, it's like, I'm gonna list it new without tags, Adidas women's zip up. And you can always look at Adidas, just like Nike, by the code on them. So that code right there that starts with the A, that's what you're gonna look for. So that's what you'll look for. You look up that code on Google or on eBay, and that's exactly what you'll find, and you'll find the exact comp to this. So that is everything. Oh, one more thing. Should have included this earlier, but I found some hunter boots, women's hunter boots, perfect with the fall coming. These are navy blue. Check out the price on these guys. $7.99. Are you serious? So yeah, I pick up hunter. I don't even know if they do as well. I don't find them very often. Obviously, I'm gonna have to find a goofy box, a unique box for these. But yeah, that's what I got. Again, I'm here to give you guys the information. If you enjoy it, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.